Hi, I'm Kevin. This is my group members. Augustine from Nigeria. This is my name. I'm Malaysian. Felix from Germany, Legion from China, and Risako from Japan. The person we had interviewed was a senior group sales manager called Mr. C. Kaufman from the Great Eastern Life Insurance Company. And following will be our result from him.
Yeah, my name is Felix. Now I will talk about the job options of the Great Eastern Company in general for any kind of graduates. After this, I will talk about especially for the types of jobs which are available for the marketing employees, graduates. So first of all, it's to say that there are a lot of job options for any kind of graduates. Here are 6 examples. The marketing and customer management, finance, business development, product management, brand and communication, and investment. So, yeah. Now I will talk about the types of job options which are available for marketing studies. The first is the marketing executive. What has a marketing executive has to do? At first, he has to assist the branch manager to help drive production, recruitment, and profitability. Yeah, he or she has to organize agency events and sales contests, for example, congresses for businessmen, conferences for the public, or loyalty program for customers. The next thing is that he or she has to monitor and track agency performance. So yeah, the marketing executive has to monitor the cost for a marketing plan or something like this. The next step is that he or she has to assist with agency client service. Yeah, another job which is available for marketing students is a marketing support senior executive. In this part of job, he has to provide support to marketing manager. And he has to assist with underwriting and exacting risks in accordance with company's guidelines. It means that you have to check if the costs, for example, are allowed to reach the goals for the company, so the marketing goals. Yeah, next. Yeah, after a few years of work and earned a lot of experience, every marketing graduate can be the head of the marketing and customer management in the Great Eastern Company. What are the role of the marketing and customer, the head of the marketing and customer management? Yeah, you have to develop marketing plans that promote the advertising on the internet. Yeah, then you have to develop avenues to increase the productivity of sales. To launch and optimize new business relationships, that means that when you are not so good in advertising or the internet, you have to launch new business relationships with a specialist for the advertising or something like this. And the last point is that you has to be responsible in the development of new products.
Hello, I'm Li Jun, and the next question we ask Mr. C is, may I know what skills are you looking for when you're hiring a graduate? And the answer Mr. C gives us is 3 points. The first point is communication skills and presentation skills. And we can consider about these 2 skills is internal skills in the working place. And this skills is the way you communicate with your colleagues, with your customers, with your managers. And for example, when employees want to find a job, want to ask for a job, and they will have a job interview. And I believe that I think all the candidates will have a full prepared before the job interview. So during the interview, you may not know the interviewer will evaluate it and analyze your communication and the presentation skills when you're doing the interview. And so this is very important for you to know how you communicate with others, interact with others. Use the language properly. This is the very important way, and this is the job seekers find it skills. Well, for the second point, I think is the multitasking skills and stress management skills. In this fast development world, the information flow is increasing and our task is become more and more difficult. But the only thing is remaining for the company is the businesses, the employer are always happy to drive down the cost, and the best way to do this is hiring individuals who can multitask. And this is the top 5 skills which job seekers find it. And for the employees, the multitasking skills is actually the secret abstract when you're doing the interview, and we often call it soft skills, as Mr. C said. But based on these skills, there is a problem we're falling by, is the workplace stress. And when you're doing your work in the workplace, you may experience the pressures like you meeting a deadline or to fulfill a challenge obligations. And the working place stress is totally different. Totally different stress compared with what we're going through in the college. And when the working stress become chronic, it can be overwhelming. I think everyone should know the one of most serious suicide events happened in Foxconn, in this company, and the world was shocked by this event because in Foxconn, this company got 17% suicide because of the working place stress. I think such events are a fact to a lot of companies, and they get a great attention about employees' working stress, and it's also a fact until now. So therefore, this is the reason why we want to having a person who can do the multitask skills and also have stress management skills. Okay, for the third one, I think is teamwork and social skills. For the teamwork, I think everyone knows there's a number of benefits of working in the team for both you personally or for the organizations. Not only is a great opportunity for the professional development for yourself, and also it's also a means of making your work easier, right? And for example, the teamwork can let people's learning from the experience, because the teamwork bring people together, and the people can have different background and different experience. Then we can share our experience and we can learn. For the organizations, teamwork can increasing the efficiency, because everyone is work towards one goal and works towards a set of project. Then we can affect each other. We can finish the work like more efficiency. This is the important for teamwork. And for social skills, I think we can consider about the social skills is external skills in the working place, because the employees need to interact with the people who are not in the company, is the person outside the company. such as some customers, like for example, some jobs need to accompany with the customers but outside the company, so the job require employees have a good social skills, then which can handle all kind of customers and meet their needs. The company needs these employees can have a good social skills. This is very important when you're doing the business, when you're transactions. So this is all the skills we need when we ask for a job, applying for a job.
Hi, I'm Kevin. Now I'm going to talk about how the Great Eastern Company conducts their recruitment and selection method. During our last interview with its manager, he revealed that their company selects a candidate through an assessment tool which covers 5 main key areas. These five main key areas is mentioned in this report. This is the 5 key main areas they use to select a candidate, and this is rank bar. From red to green. Red means less important and green means more important. So now, we are going to look at which components of this does this Great Eastern Company consider when they are selecting a candidate. Stop. Number 5, value and integrity. Well, we all know value and integrity are both good characteristics, but some companies don't think the same way. They perceive this as a symptom of unreliability. For example, the Great Eastern Company. They define these people as employees who may not consistently follow the rules or procedures. And this makes value and integrity is both good values being unimportant or less important by the company. Number 4, entrepreneurial spirit. The companies want employees who have great passion to seek for more opportunities and take risks. They wouldn't want employees who has no willingness to take risks or do only after told. If they were to employ such employees, they would rather buy a multi-functional machine. This explains why the company concerns so much on the candidate's entrepreneurial spirit. Number 3, drive for achievement. The companies want employees who feel reasonably comfortable with challenges, because or somewhat a good goal-focused employees. This is because they will not be easily get bogged down by small challenges such as stress. 2, customer service orientation. Customers are always the boss of every business. They are the revenue makers of all companies, but with only one word. They can collapse the reputations a company has built over the years. This makes why a candidate that is genuinely concerned about customers and able to communicate with others are desirable. Number 1, emotional intelligence. The company prefers a candidate that is likely to read emotions of others, control emotions, and demonstrate act, as mentioned by the manager. A person who doesn't have high emotional intelligence couldn't be a good communicator. While communications plays an important role in establishing and maintaining the relationships with customers or people inside the organizations. Then he added on, successful business is not just about profit benefits, it's about relationships too.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the benefits or importance of club participation and part-time job experience during an interview. First of all, part-time job experience and club participation are very, very beneficial during the interview because it helps you to gain more experience. What I mean by this, it helps you to gain experience outside your comfort zone. It helps you to gain experience not only within your school, also in the working environment, even before you graduate. Secondly, it helps you to handle people's behavior and reaction. What I mean by this is that working in part-time job experience, you'll be exposed to various people from various tribes, from various nationalities that have different mindset, different way of thinking. But when you work during part-time job, when you have the part-time job experience, even club participation is very beneficial, because during those periods, you will know what it's like to work with various people, to communicate with them, to know what they need and what kind of, how they think and their perception on ideas. Another point is that it helps you to build confidence. Having experience during part-time job and club participation will help build your confidence, even during your studies and also during an interview, because you know what it's like to go outside. You know what it's like to go outside there to look for what you want. You know what it's like, it will help you to prepare yourself properly, even before you go for an interview. Because during those periods of part-time job experience, you will be able to work in a team. So when you work in a team, you are not just working alone. You are working with various people, and teamwork will help to build your confidence. It will help to build, it will actually mold you, to be able to speak out, to share ideas, and to be able to participate in various activities. And another point is that it will make you be more aware of what to expect. We have already talked about this. And the next one is that this is a valuable experience on how you conduct yourself and during an interview. During part-time job experience and club participation, you have already be engaged in various activities, and during them you'll be able to conduct yourself and know how you carry those activities. Not just wait when you graduate, or when you go outside here to seek for a job, then you'll know how to conduct yourself. Having those ideas will actually help you during interview, because when you come for an interview, the interviewer will watch how you present yourself, to watch how you appear, it will watch what kind of, the way you dress, and having gone to a job before your interview, you probably know what they expect, what is being expected by the managers, what kind of skills you require. Is it the IT skills? Even before then, you'll be able to develop it. Even your communication skills maybe will be very perfect. You won't come there and think of what am I going to say, what am I going to ask during the interview. It will help you to actually know what kind of job do you want to do in the future, what kind of person do you want to become in the future. To help you to think about yourself even before you go for an interview. Thank you. Go.
Good afternoon, I'm Risako from Marketing via MUH. Today I'm going to talk about what are the significant changes between 20-year-old and 40-year-old workers. Okay, so last 2 weeks ago we interviewed Mr. C, a company from insurance company. And first of all, he mentioned that 20-year-old workers ask a lot of questions. It's because they are just graduated from university or college, so their minds are still fresh and they are curious about the workplace, and they keep asking them a question. And Mr. C says it's a very positive and good thing, and they don't hesitate to ask the manager. Okay, the second thing is they choose easier way. Okay, this means when the manager asks the employees to count the number of documents on the table, the 20-year-old workers use his body language to explain the amount of books. For example, he asks, "Please count the number of documents on the table," and the young employees say, "Boss, around this much," which doesn't indicate the clear detail, and it's kind of ambiguity. Alright, so they are not being specific, so young workers tend to be quite lazy compared with the old workers. The third one is not punctual. Young workers tend to arrive at workplace a bit late, and they have a lot of reasons such as because of the traffic jam or yeah. And this can be because lack in time management. And also it considered as bad behavior because it may influence their image, and this may be the sign of not meeting the deadline of the task. And it simply means poor time management means there is lack of trust. So the manager won't trust or it's not reliable. Last one is creative and innovative. A 20-year-old worker have more ideas compared with the old one. So they give more ideas out of the box and it gives something new to the company. And Mr. C says positive thing as well. Okay, so now I will talk about 40-year-old workers. Mr. C says 40-year-old workers are more humble, which means they show low estimate of their own importance and they tend to keep their opinion less and they follow the instruction properly. And second is they are more calm compared with the 20-year-old because they know the process, they understand the job more deep and they know what's happening in the workplace. So they won't get panicked even the trouble happens. They know how to handle, they can keep calm and it's a very good thing. Third one is loyal. It means they spend most of the time in the workplace. 40 years old workers spend almost 20 years in the same workplace. So they dedicate most of his time, which means they have high loyalty. They tend to create better piece of work. Okay. Fourth one is more mature. Okay. Since they're mature, they can solve the problem in any situation because they have wide knowledge and skills. And the last one is more punctual. They arrive to the workplace on time, and also being punctual is very important because it also creates trust and being reliable.